everybody. My name is Cassie Perez. I am from the United States of America, but now I live in Israel and I teach English. And today we're talking about cooking, one of my favorite things to do. So let's get started. So what are we doing today? First, we're going to start with a warm-up picture puzzle just to have a little bit of fun. Then we're going to learn words for cooking and how to talk about food. After that, we're going to practice using all of those words. And then last, we're going to learn a recipe so you can cook something at home. By the end of the lesson, you're going to be able to name kitchen tools and utensils, all of the things you use to make food. You'll be able to describe how food tastes. So does it taste sweet or salty? And you'll be able to make pancakes. And you'll be able to do all of that in English. So, what do you need for today? You're going to need a pencil and a piece of paper. Oh, or you could get your English notebook. So, you have 30 seconds starting now. All right, did you bring your pencil and your paper? Let's go. So, look at these two pictures. They're not the same. See if you can find all of the things that are different. You have 1 minute. Ready, set, go. All right, let's see if you found all of the differences. So we have the flowers. In the cabinet, there's something on the shelf. In one picture, there's a bowl of fruit. One of the tables is a rectangle, and the other is a circle. The refrigerators are different colors, and the oven is open in only one picture. All right, let's keep going. So we're going to learn some words for kitchen tools. I want you to write down all of these words because you'll need it for a game after. So what is in the first cupboard? We have a pot. You use this to boil water and cook pasta. Maybe you like to cook soup, but to do that you need a pot. In the next cabinet, we have a pan. Great for frying eggs. We have a spatula, good for flipping pancakes, which you'll need later at the end of our lesson. In the fourth cabinet, we have a stove. In the fifth, an oven. In the sixth, we have a knife, great for cutting vegetables or cutting bread. And in the last cabinet, we have a tablespoon, which you need to measure all of your ingredients when you're cooking. So take a second, make sure you've written down all of these words, so we're going to play a game with them. Got it? Okay. So here are all of those words we learned just a minute ago, but all of the letters are mixed up. Try and figure out what each word is supposed to be. You have 2 minutes. Ready, set, go. All right, guys, I'm back and I brought the answers. So let's see if you are correct. The first one was stove, then pan, oven, knife, tablespoon, spatula, and the last one was pot. All right. So I have a few riddles for you. So either listen or read the one on the screen, and I want you to guess what kitchen tool this is. So, number 1, if you're feeling hungry and there's food you need to make, use this to roast a chicken or some cookies it can bake. Think about it. Got it? All right, let's see if you're right. It's an oven. Did you get it? I knew you'd get it. All right, riddle number 2. I'm something in your kitchen, although I'm not a cup. I'm a piece of cutlery used to cut all your food up. Think about it. What is something you use to cut up food? I think I got it. Let's see. A knife. All right, last riddle. You put me on the stove, I get really hot. Use me to make pasta. I am a... I used this last night. I made pasta. Obviously, it's a pot. All right, now, when you're cooking, there's a couple different actions you do, and you need to know those words. So, number 1 is add. When you put all of your ingredients, all the things you're using to cook into your pot or into your pan. The second word you need to know is flip. And this is really important because, again, at the end of this lesson, we're going to make pancakes and you need to flip them over. Number 3 is chop. So you chop vegetables. The woman in the picture is chopping a potato. Boil. So when you take a pot and you fill it with water and it gets hot, the water starts to bubble and boil. And that's when you know you can put the pasta in or whatever you're trying to make. Next one is peel. This is really important for when you have to peel a potato or peel different vegetables. And then we have heat. You can't cook anything in a cold pan. You need to make sure it gets hot and you heat it up. And the last word you need to know is stir. You need to make sure you stir all of your ingredients together. So, which verb completes the sentence? You're going to read all 5 sentences and pick the correct word. You have 3 minutes. I'll see you soon. All right, let's see what you got right. I'm sure you got them all correct, but we'll check. So number 1, cut the tomatoes and add them to the salad. I knew you got it. Number 2, cook the meat in the oven for 15 minutes. Easy. Number 3, yesterday I boiled water before I added the pasta. Number 4, peel the potatoes before you cook them. And the last one, you have to stir the soup. Great job. Now, we know how to cook food, but we don't know how to talk about how it tastes. It could be sweet like ice cream, salty like chips, could taste bitter like coffee. I don't like coffee. Maybe it's sour like a lemon or spicy like a hot pepper. So here we have all of those tastes. We have salty, sweet, sour, bitter, and spicy. And I have a bunch of food all over the screen. I want you to sort the food and put it where you think it tastes. You ready? This is easy. You got it. Go. All right, you did it. Here are the answers. Our salty food are chips and popcorn. Our sweet foods are strawberries and candy, two of my favorite things. Our sour foods are lemons and limes. The bitter is coffee. And the last one, our spicy food, are chili peppers and hot sauce. So like I said, we're gonna make pancakes, but how do you do it and what do you need? Before we get started, there are 5 important words you have to know. The first one is ingredients. That's all the things you use to make the pancakes, the eggs, the flour, the oil. Next thing you need to know is a side. So you'll see one of the pancakes, the one on the left, is white, and that's because it's cooking on one side. Then you flip it to the other side so it can finish cooking. The batter is all of the ingredients when they're all mixed together. We'll need baking powder, and the last thing you have to know is a bowl. That's what we're gonna put all of our ingredients in to make our batter. So I want you to take a picture of all of these ingredients. We need 1 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 egg, and 1 cup of milk. Got it? You took your picture? All right. Now this activity is going to be a challenge, but we're going to do it together. On the next slide is a recipe, all the steps to make the perfect pancakes. You'll write down the number that's next to each sentence in the correct order, but I'll help you. So we're gonna try and do this together in 5 minutes or less. Ready? Here we go. So I know when I make pancakes, the first thing I need to do is take a bowl and mix all of my wet ingredients together, like milk, oil, and eggs. Let's see where that is on our list. Oh, it's number 4. So I think our first step is number 4. So we have our wet ingredients, but we also need our flour and our baking powder and our sugar, and we need to mix those in a different bowl. Let's see. Oh, that's number 7. So our next step is number 7. Okay, so we have our wet ingredients, we have our dry ingredients, but you can't make pancakes if they're not together. So number 6, we have to add the ingredients from our small bowl to the large bowl. But they're not mixed together, so these pancakes aren't gonna be very good. Oh, number 9, we have to stir all of the ingredients together. Now we have our batter. So we need to cook them, but we can't cook on a cold pan. We have to heat our pan. That's number 2. Okay, so we're heating up our pan. We have our batter. We have to put some of the batter into the pan. So we'll scoop it out, pour it. That's step number 8. All right, so the batter's on the pan. We have to let it cook for 2 minutes. That's step number 3. Okay, so number 3, cook pancakes for 2 minutes on one side. So we're waiting, they're cooking, but you have to cook pancakes on both sides. What was that word we learned to turn over the pancake? Oh, I know it. Flip. We have to flip the pancake and cook for 2 more minutes. That's number 1. Okay, so we've flipped the pancakes. It's cooked. The only thing left is to eat the pancakes. That's number 5. And look, we finished all of that in less than 5 minutes. Good job, you guys. All right, let's make sure we're correct. So, yep, our number 4, first in a large bowl, mix together your milk, oil, and eggs. Number 2, in a small bowl, stir together your flour, your sugar, and your baking powder. Then Add the ingredients from the small bowl to the large bowl and stir all of those ingredients together to make a smooth batter. After that, we have to heat up the pan. Then pour some of your batter onto the pan and cook the pancakes for 2 minutes on one side. After the 2 minutes, you'll flip your pancake over and let it cook for 2 more minutes. After that, they're done. You get to eat the pancakes. We did it. So, after you've made these pancakes, I want you to take a picture and answer these questions and send it to your English teacher. Number 1, did you enjoy making the pancakes? I know I had a lot of fun. Pancakes are my favorite food. Who did you make them for? Did you make them for yourself, for your mom, for your dad? Who did you make the pancakes for? And number 3, what did you eat them with? Maybe you ate them with some lemon juice or some maple syrup. I know I like to eat my pancakes with a little bit of chocolate. So, after all of that, you can do these things all in English. You can name kitchen tools and utensils, all those things you use to cook. You can describe how food tastes. Was it sweet, bitter, spicy? And the best part of all, you can make pancakes. Thanks, you guys.